Good Wednesday morning. We'll pretend. Let's see. So I wanted to share this list with y'all. So I recently saw an ad, not an ad, a video Joker put out. Why do men's channels talk about women? And, well, I didn't watch it yet because I want to rip them off, but I have a very short opinion on it. Same reason women talk about us. We're both trying to give the other some standards, both trying to give our brother and our sisters an understanding of what's going on. I personally recommend all guys should tune into something like the Real, at least just once a month. Don't subscribe to that shit. Just once a month, check in, and you'll see. You think women are crazy, see where they're getting it from, because that's something I get a lot from my feminist friends, and we'll be touching over this. They always say, well, society, Dusty, it's society that tells you 400-pound body positivity activists with shaved heads and hairy armpits aren't attractive. Not your instincts, not your desires. Okay, well, I think they're half right with society, because let's look at some modern female icons today. Two of my friends posted this picture. It's on my phone, which I'm recording this on, but it's called, but I wrote it down. Pen and paper. We're going old school. The good, quote, good for her category or something. Good for her. That was it. Whatever. So, I'm going to spoil the crap out of these movies. If you don't want spoilers, go ahead and change. But whatever. I'm diving deep. First one, top left. Rosamund Pike from Gone Girl. Now, if you have not seen that, it's about a woman whose husband's about to leave her. So, she withdraws a bunch of her blood, takes the bag, sprays it all over the house, leaves hair, collects a bunch of crap from her husband, so it looks like he killed her. And while and she's living out in the woods or some shit, and when he comes back, she takes his semen, and unlike Drake, this guy didn't think to put hot sauce in his stuff. She gets his semen, inserts it in her without his knowledge or will, and then tells him, I'm having your baby. I'll drop the charges, but if you ever leave me, I will abuse the shit out of this kid. So, number one on the good for her list. Man, one of the 20% of men. Remember, women file for divorce 80% of the time. So this guy was one of the 20% of men that file for divorce. She staged her own murder, false allegation, baby trapped him against his will, which is not a crime, by the way. Did you know that? And then threatened to fucking abuse the shit out of her own kid if he ever left her. Off to a good start on modern feminist heroes. Joy, from which, well, I can't remember her name in the movie. This one I'm kind of weirded out on because I don't think she had much of a choice, but the whole family gets it. The movie starts when her little baby brother is just a toddler, goo gobble, whatever, and an old witch takes him and grinds him up with a big log into baby paste that she wipes all over herself and continues to kill the rest of her siblings and her parents. And while her mother was a psycho and her little siblings were mean to her, they all die except for her. And she's pretty much, and she's like, hey, join us or you're going to freeze and starve out here. So she joins them. Is that really a good for her? A cult comes in, they take your little brother, grind him into paste so they can smear on themselves, kill your other two brothers, your sister, your mother, your father, and then are like, hey, join us or you die. So she joins them. Good for her. Number two. All right, on to number three. Random chick from Suspiria. Never seen it, don't care. Number four. Clone chick from Us. If you remember, the big twist at the end. Oh, she was the clone. Oh, okay. Well, if you saw it. Okay, yeah, she got out. This clone escaped the clone world, learned how to speak English and live a normal life. But to do that, she crushed the larynx of a child. I know that doesn't mean a lot to people today, but she was a black girl child. So that's got to mean something, right? A black girl child crushed her larynx and forced her to live a life of misery to take her place. Good for her. Next, Samara Weaving's character from Hide and Seek. That one? Yeah. Cool movie. I like it. I own it. That's a good one. It's That one I like, so I don't want to give it away. But yeah, a bunch of people try to kill it. She kills them. Good for her. I like it. The nurse from Knives Out. Good for her, I guess, that she inherits everything because she was the one taking care of the old man, not his snobby, money-hungry family. But what a shit movie. I mean, Jesus Christ, she vomits when she lies. Yeah, that's a thing. That's not something you just made up because you couldn't write around how the detective spots lies. Again, Daniel Craig's supposed to be this genius detective. He's the biggest dumb motherfucker on the planet. Literally, this girl just destroyed 2 crucial pieces of evidence, and Daniel Craig, the PI, trying to solve this murder, takes the security tape. Does he put it in his pocket? No. Why would he do that? Does he give it to any of the cops around him? No. That would just be dumb. No, he gives it to the nurse that has already destroyed 2 pieces of evidence and is a suspect. Great writing, Rian Johnson. You are worth every penny. The chick from Mid Samar. I love the actress. It sucks she was in this movie because I really do like that girl. But yeah, so girl, her boyfriend's about to dump her, but then her sister kills her parents and herself. So her boyfriend said, well, I can't dump her now. Jeez, that'd be messed up. So he gives another year of his life to help her grieve. And then they go on vacation. And he gets drugged with date rape, and they put some in his drink. A girl rapes him against his will. And while he's just, out of it. And so his girlfriend, that he gave a year of his life to help her grieve, has him burned alive as revenge for him getting raped. Stunning and brave. Yeah, imagine, let's gender swap that. Let's just say Trailer Park Dusty is dating a girl. She thinks I'm kind of a loser. I'm no fun. Yeah. She's going to dump my ass. But then my brother goes to, well, I'm not going to say where my parents live, but they go to Idaho, and he kills my parents, our parents, and then himself. So I'm kind of bummed. And my girlfriend, out of the goodness of her heart, said, well, geez, I can't dump the guy now. So she gives another year of her life to me to help me get over it. And then a guy puts something in her drink, raps against her will, and so I have her burned alive and start my new family with the guys that rapped her and against her will. Yeah, Antifa, when you gender swap it, come to think of it, I think Antifa would burn any theater to the ground showing that movie, but opposites, yeah, fight the patriarchy, lady. Anyway, burn that guy that was rapped against his will. What's he doing? He was going to break up with you? Kill any man that's going to break up with you. Oh, my favorite. I should do a whole video on this by itself. Promising over-the-wall middle-aged woman. Okay, for those of you, I'm going to go deep into this one. She's a medical student. Her friend's a medical student. Her friend likes getting wasted every night and waking up with a strange man. And she's like, come with me to the rappy frat house with all the rappy frat boys. And let's do shots until we don't know what's what and wake up with somebody. And she's like, okay. And then they ask out the super charming Allison Brie. Damn it, please bring back Glow. One more season. I have to know what happens to Ruth. Allison Brie. Now that's a lady. Anyway, they go up to Allison Brie, who's a fellow student, and say, hey, Allison Brie, you want to go to the rappy frat house with the rappy frat boys and do shots of tequila till we black out? And Allison Brie's like, oh, gee whiz, no. Going to rappy frat houses with rappy frat boys and drinking till they black out sounds really stupid and dangerous. I'm going to study because that's what I'm here at medical school to do, be a doctor. They're like, your loss. So they go to the rappy frat house, and the rappy frat boys do what rappy frat boys do. Again, I'm not dismissing, I'm not saying boys be boys. But I mean, use your common sense. You don't have to protect our girls, you got to educate our boys. Okay, well, how about educating women? When you've got 20 girls, of the 20 girls went over there, 15 got something slipped in their drink and left. How about you stay away from it? How about you go somewhere else? How about you stay in your dorm? Anyway, so somebody slips something in their drink. Again, those people should be shot and killed. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but that was her plan anyway. I was going to get drunk. They just helped speed it along. So fast forward, she kills herself, and promising over-the-wall middle-aged woman drops out of medical school and spends her nights pretending to be drunk, so guys take her home because we're all rapists. In this movie, we are all rapists. There's not a man in this movie that is not a rapist. The guy you think's not a rapist, he's a rapist too. Oh yeah, every guy's a rapist. Every woman's been rapped 38 times. There is no such thing as consensual sex in this movie. In the universe this movie was created in, there's absolutely no such thing as consensual sex. Every guy, that's how we do it. We just look around for passed out chicks and take them home. It's great. You know, I know some of you must be a rapper. I got that when I would post about this movie, and I'd say, like, how about educating women? Don't go where the rappers are. They would say, they would accuse me, which was hilarious, right? Believe all women. You don't need to go to court. You don't need to go to trial. Lock them up, throw away the key, because women don't lie. And yet on every one of those forums, there's 400 women throwing out 100 accusations apiece. Well, if you don't like this movie, then you're probably a rapper. Sure. Oh, you're making it hard for women to be believed. No, you are, by calling someone a rapper because he doesn't like the same movie as you. I have so many issues with this movie, but let's continue. Not content there, remember Allison Brie, the girl who was smart enough not to put herself in compromising positions with rappy dudes. So she hires an ex-con to drug Allison Brie's character to make her think she was R-worded. And then she goes to the dean's daughter, who's, again, raised smart enough not to ever put herself in that position. So she drugs a teenager, an underage girl, takes her and drops her off at the same rappy frat house, or at least makes the dean think it. Again, because this movie, in this world, not only are all men rapists, but women that don't go and do 20 shots of tequila in the rappy part of town with the rappy dudes are also part of the problem, and brave, stunning, and brave, courageous feminists like promising over-the-wall woman need to drug them and take them to those places so they can know what it feels like, because they wouldn't put themselves there themselves. That is how fucked this movie is. And at the end, she drugs everybody. Again, where's she getting all this date rape? I don't even know. I've never seen date rape. I don't know where to get it. I wouldn't know where to. I don't know who to ask. But this girl, man, she knows all the spots. She gets enough date rape to take a whole bachelor party out, tie a guy up, and then she starts cutting in his stomach with a belly. And this is the part that the feminists really hated, because the guy breaks his restraints and holds her head down with a pillow and strings, and they're like, he didn't have to kill her. She didn't have to drug a minor and make her mom think she was R-worded. She didn't have to hire an ex-con to drug her former classmate to make her think she was R-worded. She didn't have to drug 20 people at this party and then tie a guy up and start carving into his stomach with a scalpel. This guy was responding out of instinct. She plotted this for years. But anyway, it's very sad. I got in a fight last May at a barbecue. I choked this dude out twice. He got up in seconds, okay? This ain't in real life, fellas and ladies, if you're ever tied up and a guy's cutting into your belly with a scalpel and you get free, don't let go of the stranglehold. Don't let go. Not even to go get your phone, because he will wake up by the time you get your phone. The attacker will wake up. Okay? It's not the movies where, the Navy SEALs sneak it. No, in real life, they cut those people's throats or stick them in the back of the neck. You know why? Because just watch the UFC sometime. You get choked out, you get knocked out, you're up in 5 seconds. It doesn't last very long. The reason I have such a beef with this movie, there have been racist movies before, white guys in blackface acting real stupid. Mickey Rooney's, was it Breakfast at Tiffany's? I can't remember, where he plays a really, really racist stereotype of an Asian guy. But as bad as those movies were, executives weren't sitting around just, you know what? You know what's hot right now? Hating Asians and blacks. We got to make this really bad. We need to make a whole movie to focus on this, to cater to people that really hate blacks and Asians. But this movie was exactly a bunch of women who think men should all be killed, sitting around thinking, we need to make a movie that displays all men as R-words. No woman is safe. Every man is an R-word. You can't get away. We're monsters, and women are just so innocent. Yeah, that's what that movie was. Anyway, last one, Invisible Woman. I agree. Good movie. Psycho stalkers and abusive and everything else. She gets free, kills him. I like it. So, yeah, Invisible Woman, hide and seek, and The Witch, actually. I don't know about good for her. I think it was a real shitty situation. Your whole family dies, and you have you either starve and freeze to death, or join the people that murdered your entire family, turn your baby brother into paste. Yeah, more. So anyway, that's the list. Those are your good for her. A false accuser who threatens violence against her own child. A woman who has to join the people that murdered her family. A woman who screwed over another woman to take her life. Even though Knives Out's a shitty movie. A girl who boyfriend gave years of his life to help her mourn, gets R-worded himself, and so she has him burned alive because patriarchy, I guess. And a woman that drugs other women because they wouldn't put themselves in compromising positions. Those are your feminist icons. So yes, my lady friends, it is partly, I agree, the society that helps you think the way you do now. Anyway, for more rants and twisted tales from the trailer park, please hit like and subscribe and the notification bell. If you liked it, please hit like. That'll be very kind and help me with the algorithms. Oh, and also if you disagree or agree, feel free to comment below.